I'm a dude, and I'm inviting you to join me on a podcast about brews.
Does that include stouts?
Yes, of course it includes stouts. Like I was saying, join us every Saturday on the journey into...
Wait a minute. Do you guys do anything about like IPAs?
Yes,
Stuff like that?
yes, we do IPAs.
Okay.
Yes. Anyway, join us on the Journey into Comics Network for Brews with Dudes.
Whoa, hey, have you guys ever... Do you care if I bring some Zima on?
Yes, I care if you bring Zima. Zima doesn't count. Zima's... Dr. Dongo. Anyway, join us every Saturday for a podcast that delves into the craft brew world.
The following
Journey into Comics.
Journey into Comics.
It's a journey into comics.
Journey into Comics.
Journey into comics.
Journey into Comics.
Network.
Production.
Yes, it all started out as a mild curiosity in the junkyard. Now it's turned out to be quite a great spirited adventure.
People assume that time is a strict progression of cause to effect, but actually, from a non-linear, non-subjective viewpoint, it's more like a big ball of wibbly-wobbly, timey-wimey stuff.
You're calling the butler. I'm very partial to tea and muffins.
What's wrong with being childish? I like being childish.
Before I go, I just want to tell you were fantastic.
Never trust a hug. It's just a way to hide your face.
That's the exciting thing. There's nobody in the universe can do what we're doing.
Why are you pointing your screwdrivers like that? They're scientific instruments, not water pistols.
GallifRadio! Yes, this must be where I live.
Welcome, everybody, to Season 1, Episode 8 of GallifRadio, a Whovian podcast. I am your host, Veronica, and with me, as always, are my companions, Nate and Sarah. How's it going, guys?
Yo.
Hello. Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Gobble, gobble.
Gobble, 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 gobble. Turkey, turkey. I am so full.
Yes, we are recording on Thanksgiving.
Holy shit.
We're tired.
Turkey-coma City, USA. Yeah, that was epic. That was an epic Thanksgiving. It was
sport.
Wonderful.
Eating for sport.
Well, I had a long day because I had multiple Thanksgivings I've had to go to. This is my third one.
Yeah, we're going to be really...
family and stuff.
We're going to be kicking out a pretty epic Thanksgiving tomorrow while today, actually, the episode's dropping today.
Yeah.
So if you're listening right now, but it's also crazy about today. I do want to mention this before we get too far off the rails on this episode and talk about all these other things. You guys, today, right now, November 23rd, 2018, 55th anniversary of Doctor Who today.
Woohoo!
And our 8th episode is dropping. How cool.
That's awesome.
That's a lot of years.
Yeah, 1963.
Yes, this is the longest running sci-fi show in the world, right?
Correct. Please talk a little bit louder.
Sorry.
Thank you. This is the worry. This is the problem of being cozy with me.
I know. I'm like all like
because
turkey
as soon
coma.
as you,
I'll sit up.
Yeah. Sorry.
Grumble, grumble, grumble.
You gotta
gobble,
get into.
gobble,
I know it's
gobble.
hardcore. This is super duper old school because we're actually recording from a historic, legendary site in the Journey into Comics Network history.
Jesus.
Because this is where it all started in this very household. Where Journey into Comics episode 1 was first recorded at my dad's house. We're down here visiting for Thanksgiving.
I remember.
And we're recording.
Coming to you live from Nate's kid bedroom.
Fuck yeah, my kid bedroom with all my band shit and all my memorabilia. And
your Metallica posters on the wall.
I drew that, and I arted
the
the fuck out of that.
Misfits on the wall.
Yeah, hell yeah. We are 138. That's a little Easter egg. Anyways, today, Doctor Who, we're talking about it. We've got a lot of different things. I don't know where you guys want to start. I'm not even sure.
Why don't we talk about Who news?
Well, there's a lot of Who news. There's there's some shit to talk about. Do you want me to bring up a topic? I can throw one on the table right now.
Why don't you go for it?
John Sims says, I'll gladly return to play the Master versus Jodie Whittaker. Please, make it happen.
That would be quite interesting because... How would he regenerate?
How can he regenerate back into a performer?
Yeah, we can't.
Is this like a timey-wimey thing?
Why would you bring that up?
I didn't mean to.
Is this because I haven't seen something yet? God damn it.
I can't talk about it.
We're not there
yet.
I'm
stomping my foot.
Sorry, guys. I still haven't, for those of you who have no idea what we're grumbling about, I still haven't caught up on Peter Capaldi's season of Doctor Who.
Yeah, we finished season 8.
We need to get there.
We finished season 8. We're in season 9.
We're at the 3rd episode because we just got done with that first 2-parter. And every episode this season, almost every episode, 2-parter. So it's like...
It keeps it moving.
Totally.
Yeah, I like that. That's like another parallel that I really like from the original classic Who that we've been watching, is that they're all like little story arcs, like little vignettes over multiple episodes, you know, all facing one villain because they were so short, you know, like a serial. I like that.
And really, that's one thing that's great to mention, because I know Chris Chibnall had said, kind of like going back to the old Doctor Who formula where every story was self-contained. Like, the Web of Fear story has nothing to do with Enemy of the World in the second Doctor story arc. They have nothing to fucking do with each other because it's 2 different adventures he's on. And that's kind of what he's doing with Jodie, is saying, okay, well, they're just here. And then now they were just here because there should be no rhyme or reason. There should be no coincidence if you're this time traveler, is kind of his line of thinking, as
right.
it were.
And she kind of already established what her little purpose is, not to say little purpose, but what her purpose is as, you know, a time traveler, is to be there to help protect history and make sure things don't get fucked up.
Wouldn't it be amazing if she said that once? I'm here to make sure shit doesn't get fucked up. The Doctor said what? Oh my God. Was not ready for that.
I'd be happy.
Yeah.
I tell you what, BritBox is like life-changing, by the way. I just want to mention, you were talking about how much classic Who we've been watching.
We've been watching a ton of that.
It's crazy because I'm still discovering episodes and new loves for different Doctors. It's like every time I'm like genuinely trying to seek out, and I don't know about you guys when you're using it, but I'm genuinely seeking out different Doctors to like get myself, okay, what about this Doctor? What can hook me on him? And it was weird because for the longest time, I just want to briefly tangent into this because we got time to do it. I never really gave Colin Baker much of a chance. He's the 6th Doctor, Technicolor Dreamcoat.
Yeah.
And I'm fucking scrolling through BritBox and pops up something called The 2 Doctors.
Yeah.
And oh my God, it's with one of my all-time favorite Doctors and the 2nd Doctor making a long-awaited return, which is amazing because Patrick Troughton had literally acted alongside of, I'm pretty sure, the most Doctors in all of the other Doctor histories.
Yeah, he pops up from time to time.
I love that. I love him as the Doctor.
Yeah.
He's fucking adorable. That Mo Howard haircut. And that little bowl cut, you know?
Yes, and
it's
still playing the
funny.
recorder.
Yeah.
He's like an old Grandpa Dandy or something.
Yeah, I love that you call him a Grandpa Dandy. That's the episode title,
That's also
the Grandpa
John Pertwee,
Dandy.
That's just the Doctor.
Yeah.
In those classic episodes, he's just a dandy.
Yeah.
You know?
Ooh, especially John Pertwee.
Yeah, it's with that frilly lace cravat and crushed velvet suits and capes. His motherfucking capes. God, I love him.
Why can't we have a
Doctor.
fashion show? Doctor Who. Where's that?
Yeah. I love
Who would
the
go?
current iteration of the Doctor's wardrobe. You know?
Yeah.
I love her coat.
Yeah, fashion.
Turn to the left. Fashion. Turn to the right.
And back to reality.
And we're back.
So you guys had some other Doctor Who news, I think. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. You had mentioned to me earlier today that rumor has it that Jodie Whittaker and the new showrunner are not going to be returning after 2019.
They done.
Rumor has it.
Yeah, you got it. Is that Adele?
Yeah.
It is Adele. Fuck yeah. Wiggly, wiggly, wiggly. I love that we just did that. That was great.
The worst.
Whoa.
Anyway, it's late. We've had a lot of turkey.
Yeah.
Turkey tripping.
Turkey tripping.
Turkey and whiskey and
turkey tripping on GallifRadio.
Yeah.
With Grandpa Dandy.
Anyway, what the fuck were we talking about?
We were talking about news, and you were saying,
oh yeah, they're not planning on coming back. That's the rumor has it.
Who's planning on not coming back?
I said that, Jodie Whittaker.
And Chris Chibnall. It's very important to note that the showrunner is actually the reason that she will be leaving. If Jodie departs from the series, it's only because Chris Chibnall is leaving.
Yeah, what's happening?
Well, they kind of have this budding friendship because of Broadchurch. That's why they are working together here. Good fit because of Broadchurch. They work together there. So it just seems in tandem, and she doesn't trust a new showrunner bringing and making her doctor not what she wants.
So what you're saying is that that's going to make room for John Pertwee's son to be the new doctor.
That would be great.
That. BBC, make that happen.
I would sign a
Gotham
petition.
is going to be over. He's going to be available.
The 14th
Internet,
Doctor.
make it a thing.
Hire him.
And would you now? Let me ask you a question. Would you have him return as Pertwee and make it like
no? He would be his own doctor.
Okay, so he would be his own doctor. Okay,
but they would make
he'd have to wear like he'd have to have that car, some kind of car named Bessie
or a callback.
Yeah,
maybe he would actually bring Bessie back. That would be interesting.
Yeah, when has the doctor had like a vehicle like that?
Well, not actually. Technically speaking, the last time he had a vehicle was the 50th when he had the motorcycle.
Yeah, but he would have to bring back some dramatic flair. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We need a bit of flair.
Mm-hmm.
I like that, but
I
would you?
I need a little flair.
Italian black boots.
Would you reference
yeah.
Would you make it almost a joke, like, "Oh, I almost got my face how I used to have it. Like I tried." Like it's a close representation.
Say something like, well, this looks awfully familiar or something.
You'd have to come up with some kind of clever nod if you do that.
BBC, figure it out, please.
My question,
Kisses.
and actually I have a question.
Would they give him a lisp is the real question.
He'd be so happy.
I would be really
like
happy.
when he's like in regeneration mode, and then he like kind of can come out of it.
You ham-fisted Bonvenda.
Yeah, that. Bring that back. Bring it back.
Or maybe his companion can be like the same name of the. What was it, Joe?
Well, Third Doctor has 3 companions: Liz Shaw, Joe Grant, and then Sarah Jane. Which interesting because
I mostly just watched a lot of Joe Grant's
because we kind of got you locked into that second season of Pertwee because it kind of like Terror of the Autons. Really there's all these episodes within there. Obviously, there's the 3 Doctors that runs during that serial, but in that first season, man. That's an interesting John Pertwee. It's interesting, like he boxes somebody, fist fight.
I love how physical John Pertwee's doctor was.
I know.
Like he was like
a James Bond.
Yeah, he was like motherfucking James Bond.
Yeah.
I've said it before on the show, but he has a tattoo as well, and that shows. So the doctor has a tattoo and lore. That's dope. Which is cool.
Ooh, you know who would make a really good James Bond is John Pertwee's son.
Yeah.
Sean
Pertwee.
Sean Pertwee.
John and Sean Pertwee.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. You'll never forget that.
I really wish that would happen. Let's manifest that.
Man, that would be
right
interesting.
Now. Make that happen too.
Okay, so if you're going to have him as the new doctor, who do you bring on as a new showrunner? Do you guys have anybody who directs anything from Britain that you're like, oh man, if they took over Doctor Who? I have one. I've said it earlier, obviously, but I'm going to let you guys.
I don't know. I don't watch enough British TV right now.
Okay,
to
fair
know
enough.
Who's like out there doing things.
Fair enough. V?
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I know. I kind of agree with your pick, Nate. You want to just go ahead and spill the beans because
that
would be my answer.
So I really do believe that if you're going to have somebody take over the show, they need to already know Doctor Who. They need to already have a love for long, drawn-out shows that kind of tell bigger, arcing stories, because I think that's very important. And who better than somebody who has been in the Doctor Who universe, who has directed episodes of Doctor Who? Don't sleep on the fact he has been a director as well. And maybe at some point we'll look up what episodes Mark Gatiss directed. But Mark Gatiss is the perfect choice for the future showrunner of Doctor Who if Chris Chibnall decides to leave. I think that Gatiss has the history behind the show. He has a genuine love for the show. And, I guess I'm going to need to really hear what episodes he directed before I fully decide if he has the know-with-all or the elbow grease to take over the series. Hopefully he didn't direct the Unquiet Dead episode because I'll cry. Because that episode to me is just so...
Why are you always hating on that episode?
You know what? It's weird. The Gelth storyline... I get the whole thing, and I know the story. I've seen that episode fucking a million times.
It's just like witchy and stuff.
It's just
let it be witchy.
It's just boring. It's boring and too much like
you
Beetlejuice.
Remember that episode, right? What? The one that he's always ragging on?
It's
that
boring.
Episode of Doctor Who that's got Gwen from Torchwood.
Before
that
she's
actress.
Gwen. Yeah.
Yeah, that one, and it was like in the funeral parlor or whatever, and it was all witchy and stuff.
Yeah, I dug that.
Yeah, I know.
Nate
he doesn't
hated
like that one. He hates it.
I remember when we watched it, he's like, man, I don't like this episode.
Yeah, he always says that. He's been saying that for like 10, 12, however long.
That's funny.
Long time.
Well, I was looking at Mark Gatiss on TARDIS.wiki. Wikia.com.
Okay.
Mark Gaddis. Yeah, main roles in the Doctor Who universe was the Captain, Richard Lazarus, and the Master.
And can I just say, for a composer, because we were watching that show yesterday, Nate, DC Titans, is that what it's called?
Titans. Yeah.
It's really good. I actually think you might like it, but it's the music is good. It's these two guys. I don't remember who the two guys are. I looked them up and I was reading about all the stuff that they did, but there's parts of it that like sound like Silent Hill music. Like it's good. It's interesting. I think they would be really good doing Doctor Who.
That's sweet.
I don't remember who that is now.
Oh, that's what Gaddis produced. He has not written or he has not directed at least any Doctor Who. He might have written
contributed 9 scripts and made 4 guest appearances.
But he was an executive producer on, and this is something I want to watch this year as well for the show, An Adventure in Time and Space. And that is the retelling of the first Doctor becoming the Doctor and all the behind-the-scenes story and how it all came to be. It really tells you the history of Doctor Who in a beautiful way. It's a great callback today, considering it's the 55th anniversary, actually. I think that's a great thing to throw at people. It's a dramatization of the early years of Doctor Who, with the story revolving around BBC executive Sidney Newman, novice producer Verity Lambert, and actor William Hartnell.
Damn.
And David Bradley from... he was Walder Frey.
Game of Thrones.
Yeah, David Bradley's William Hartnell in this. He does a fantastic job.
All right, well, let me ask you this. Going back to our original topic here of Jodie Whittaker and the showrunner leaving, we were talking about who we would want to have run the show. Who would you want to have play the Doctor besides Alfred from Gotham?
Man, you know,
because that was my pick. I want to hear your guys' pick.
Well, that's always been mine.
Excellent. Great. I'm glad we're on the same fucking page.
I've been saying that since I watched the first episode of Gotham when it came out. It was like the first thing I said.
Yeah, he would be a great Doctor.
You're absolutely right.
What do you think, Nate?
Yeah.
Man, this is difficult because it's like, where do you go? Do you pick somebody a little bit older, kind of like how they have been in the past? Do you pick somebody younger like they did? Do you pick a woman? Do you pick a man? I mean, there's like all these different options. Honestly, I don't know if you stick with the woman regeneration if Jodie leaves immediately. I think there needs to let her breathe as the Doctor and let it be impactful that she was the first female Doctor. It's very important in the history of the story, again.
So you think it should be a man?
So I do think it should be a dude. And honestly... you know what would be dope? Oh my God, it would be swank. They said that he should be James Bond, but fuck that. He should play the Doctor. Fucking Idra Elbis.
Oh.
From he plays Heimdall in
Thor.
Yeah, correct.
Mm-hmm. That's funny that's what you know him from.
Yeah. Oh, he was also
right.
He was also in the
Marvel.
The Dark Tower series, right?
He's in a lot of stuff.
He's been in a lot of stuff, yeah.
Yeah, he's been around.
He was in Lucifer, I think, in the BBC. That was his first big show, I think. Or Luther, maybe was what it was called. Luther,
not Lucifer.
That's a current show, I think.
That's like a network TV show, yeah.
Yeah. My fault.
Yeah. Or we can go completely left field and have like the actress that plays Michonne.
Oh my God, Denai Gararia would be fucking amazing as the Doctor.
But like kind of as...
she'd be super intense. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, not a Michonne character, but like that like Amazonian type of character, you know, that because that's like larger than life, you know. That's a totally different type of woman. But yeah, you saying that was making me think.
I feel like these showrunners, Moffat did it, right? He did little callbacks, used the Daleks, used the Cybermen, used the Weeping Angels that he created and whatnot. You know, used the Zygons again and shit and whatnot.
The Zygons.
You know, with the Zygon invasion, Zygon inversion or whatever, that episode that happens in Series 9 that we're getting ready to get into. But I feel like they always are like, I have to be different. I need to dare to be different. I need to do things differently. And they never go, Man, do you know what would blow the fans' fucking minds right now? If Jodie Whittaker showed up on a planet and Jack Harkness was there.
Oh my
God. Or if
God.
Jodie Whittaker goes back to somewhere else and all of a sudden who comes around the corner but fucking River Song? And it's like, wait, what the fuck is happening? Who are you?
So
and it's her trying to convince her, like, no, it's me. I'm the doctor. I remember you. You're River Song. And she doesn't know her really. You know, it's like the very, very first time River's meeting him.
Did we ever see the doctor's wedding?
Yes, we do.
I don't remember. Yeah, we did. We did. Okay.
Trenzalore.
That's right. That's right. I was trying to remember. It's been a while for that one.
There's also something we haven't talked about in regards to those two leaving.
Yeah.
Or possibly leaving.
What it is.
Said that, I'm reading this Google article here, and it said that this story claims that the pair will leave after a second season together next year, which, due to their disagreements with BBC bosses, is likely to consist of only 6 episodes. This compares to the current season's run of 10 episodes.
And this goes back to what I was telling you off air, that Chris Chibnall is saying that it is impossible with the way they schedule things to only get 10 episodes done. I think he's too much of a perfectionist. I think they're maybe diving too deep. I mean, the production in this season has been amazing. The only issue, as I have a little bit of indigestion there thanks to Thanksgiving, the only issue...
Gobble.
Yeah, gobble, gobble. The only issue I see is I keep feeling like Chris Chibnall is just trying to change too much. And that's going to lead into my next thing with what they're doing. You know, Chris Chibnall pissed and moaned, and I hate to say it like that, and complained and said, I don't want to do a Christmas special. I don't want to do a Christmas special. And by God, he's getting what he's asked for, because we're not getting a Christmas special this year. We tackled that on the last episode. But since then, there has been an update, a little bit of a breaking news on this story, as it were, because there will be a New Year's Day episode now. No Christmas, now we're getting it on New Year's. What do you guys think of that? Does it really matter that much?
It's like the first time in 13 years or some shit, right?
Yeah, since 2005 when the Doctor returned to television.
Yeah, it goes along with they said on talking over the show, Chibnall said he wouldn't be featuring any of the show's established monsters such as Daleks or Cybermen. Instead, new alien foes, including the Pating, have been depicted. The series has also reintroduced historical stories which have tackled subjects ranging from U.S. Civil Rights campaign Rosa Parks. We all remember the Rosa Parks episode with the music.
Hashtag we remember.
To the, yeah. Okay, so he's doing things differently.
He's just really trying to shake it up, and I get it. You're trying to leave your mark. But don't leave your mark being a dumbass and not using the tools you have in your. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm not trying to be mean. But seriously, think about it. Jodie Whittaker, the first female doctor. How important is this in history? In the history of the show,
yeah, and she's been great and universally praised by critics and fans alike.
You mean to tell me? I want you guys to think about this. That she's never going to go up against a Dalek, never going to see a Cyberman. How is that robbing these people? Think about that amazing moment.
Season, maybe in the 6th episode thing, they'll break it up into like 2 little story arcs.
And that's what I was going to say. Then what do? Half of the story arc is Daleks, half the story arc is Cybermen. Woo, we're done with our series. I'm worried that right now Chris Chibnall is kind of fucking putting a landmine in Doctor Who. And he's real close to blowing this sumbitch up and doing the wrong thing. Because they just gave him all this budget. And now he's screwing it up. They just offered...
Well, is this all his fault? Or could this be like executives' faults or creative differences? Like, you don't know what's going on. Like,
right.
You have no idea what this dude's vision of it is versus what's being... presented to us.
From what I'm reading, behind the scenes, Chris Chibnall is very upset because
what are you reading?
But thanks for throwing me off. Essentially, he is feeling like them wanting 10 episodes to come out of 365 days a year of filming is way too much. Like that they should only have 5 or 6 in a season and it should be way less. It's like, okay, here's my thought. If you're going to do that...
Either that or they're getting punished for not making what they're supposed to be making.
Exactly, and
right,
that's another thing, too.
This could be from the executive side.
Backlash saying, look, tightening the reins a little bit on him.
Right, like being like, okay, well, this isn't what we want, so you're only getting a half order. Like, it could have nothing to do with the showrunner.
Yeah, you're right. You're totally right. Who knows?
I don't know.
Yeah, we don't know. We can only speculate.
Yeah.
Like I said, I think it's cool he's trying to leave his mark, but don't leave it in a poor taste in your mouth way, because the BBC, I feel like they're starting to really buy in that Doctor Who is this really legacy thing, and it took a long time, and it really took the Matt Smith years in America and us Americans buying in. Did your phone just die?
Yeah, I had this little thing I was going to read.
Well, hey, there's a phone charger right there I can set you up with if you just give me a second.
Well, why don't you keep talking about your thing and I'll take care of it.
Sure. By the way, you want to use that extension cable that's right. Yes. And plug it in above here. Hand it to me.
Oh, man.
I'm just
technical difficulties.
It happens. It's live podcasting, and we're the Journey into Comics Network.
And
where
we're coming to you live from Nate's kid bedroom.
Yeah, I mean, real shit happens. Yo, oh shit! As I almost trip and die.
Real shit happens, folks.
Yeah, it is true. That's podcasting for you. You never know what you're gonna get.
All right, what the hell were we talking about? Doctor Who?
Yeah, correct. This is GallifRadio. Welcome.
And we're back.
Yeah.
My bad.
Okay, so. There is some big news. I do want to kind of while your phone is getting brought back to life, there's a couple things I want to mention. First of all, we're 2 episodes back, folks. By the next time people hear us, hopefully we'll be caught up on all 3 episodes that we're behind by this weekend.
There's only 3 left, right?
And then after that, there are only 3 left, correct? So we're almost done here. We're almost done with this. And then we're only 3 or 4 episodes away from our series finale here, or our season finale here on GallifRadio.
Mm-hmm. It's been fun.
It has been great. A great first season for sure. But with us being a couple episodes back, there was the Demon of the Punjab episode, and there was one called Kerblam, and then this episode that's coming out Sunday is the Witch Hunters or something like that. The Witches or something like that. Witch Takers or something. I can't remember.
Okay.
Great.
Amazon totally fucked up and leaked the episode on Tuesday. It was up for 4 hours. It's probably on torrent sites. We could probably watch it tonight if we really desperately wanted to. But they fucked up by way of they put the episode Kerblam's subtitles on the episode for this week and accidentally released that instead of putting it on this last week's episode like it's supposed to.
Right.
So it was up for a while, and people were like, oh shit, scramble, get it, it's leaked. It's actually genuinely leaked.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a thing. They can't take it back now.
Damn.
Amazon's fault.
Did they get in trouble for that?
They're not going to get Jeff Bezos. He can't get in trouble. Come on now. They'll just throw money at it till it goes away. You need $26 billion? I've got it. No worries. Just a drop in my bucket.
Damn.
It's true. It's the truth.
What that's like.
I don't. I know what it's like. It's terrifying.
I said I wonder.
Oh, me too. Also,
I definitely don't know.
Yeah, I don't either.
Let's talk about something more pleasant than money.
Did you have a thing, Sarah, or did you have a thing you were going to bring up? Were you in the process of pulling something up when your phone died, and that's what we were doing?
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to try to bring that up, or do you want? Did Sarah, you have something too? Also,
I don't know if I have something. I just looked up a Doctor Who quiz earlier. I don't know if it's good though. It's like randomly generated, so the questions are probably horrible. It's true and false. It's true or false. We could journey through it if you really want to.
Oh, we'll journey into it.
Yeah, that's fine, and then we can talk about my thing later. That's cool with me.
Are you set up?
Yep.
Cool. That's gravy. And my thing was just John Sims saying he would love to return. It does.
It's the Master.
Yeah, it does. It does bring the possibility of what those two would do together. But again, you're not going to see anybody. I don't think we're going to see a Master. We're not going to see Zygons or.
That's always fun. I like getting throwbacks to previous seasons just because it makes it seem a little bit more consistent and like it's the same show. You know, because you're already mourning the loss of your stories because there's a new cast and.
Gotta bring it home.
Yeah. You gotta have it grounded. You know, you can only change so many things before it turns into something else and people don't find it as interesting. Or maybe it does better. Who knows? I don't know.
I'm not certain either.
Yeah, whatever.
You got it up?
Let's play this game.
Let's try it out.
Yeah, I have this thing.
How do you want to do it? You want to ask each of us a question back and forth or whoever
I don't know. It's
first,
just true and false. That's all it is. So you guys can each answer every question and hopefully they'll give me the right answers and not just give me a total at the end. I don't know. It's a random quiz. So
sure, let's see how it goes.
Let's hope we don't get burned, guys. It's like getting a scratch off.
Sweet.
Okay.
Great reference.
Here we go. The cult of Skaro had 4 members. True or false?
True.
True.
Okay, we'll answer true. I guess we can answer together because I have to only answer one of them. Okay, I just thought about that.
I think I can actually name them, though.
I can't.
Okay, so the next one. The Doctor is the last surviving member of the Great Time Order.
False.
The Time Order.
That's what it says.
Fuck out of here with that. It's false.
Okay. The Doctor has been married more than once.
True.
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
I can name at least 2 times.
The Doctor has never fixed the chameleon circuit before.
What?
By the way, there's a timer for some reason
True.
that's counting down.
That's true. He has never fixed it.
Okay, true. Oh, no, that was false. I guess we got the other ones correct. It told me right away.
Motherfucker.
Okay.
Sorry.
Nate.
Next.
Wait, that doesn't make... Okay, anyways.
The Santarans were created by the scientist Santara. By the way, you have under a minute for some reason or other. I don't know why. It's just counting down. There's 10 more questions.
False.
False. That was correct.
Yes. Santara.
Okay, the Doctor has traveled with another Time Lord.
True.
True.
Yeah. Duh.
Romana.
Here we go. TARDIS stands for Time and Rescue Dimension in Space.
Get the fuck out of here.
Okay.
With that shit.
There is only one TARDIS left in the universe. 30 seconds, guys.
True.
True.
Okay. False.
What?
It said false. It didn't tell me why. There was a great war of Time Lords against vampires.
False.
False. Daleks, right?
That was true. It said true. I need to know. Skaro was destroyed in the Time War. 10 seconds.
Skaro was destroyed in the Time War.
True?
True.
False.
Oh, what?
There are 5 versions of K9. Oh, true.
6. It's false.
It's all right. It already took it away. I don't know why we had such a there was a timer. Yeah, I didn't realize that we were under the gun until I'm like, "Oh my god, a minute. What is happening here?"
That reminds me of that stupid game that I just got or that Ollie got for his birthday, Perfection. And
yeah,
it's like
it was
that
like
timer
that
game where you're waiting for these little
Pop
pieces to pop up and scare the shit out of you and give you a heart attack.
That's stressful.
Ooh, is it ever? Because it's timed.
Yeah.
By the way, I played it the other day and I totally beat it with like 10 seconds to spare. It was radical.
Well, now that we know there's a timer, we can try again. I think the questions are random.
Sure.
Like
I don't
regenerate.
Yeah, it's not. I was trying it earlier and and they were different questions. Like there was like 3 different questions at first. So let's see if it's different.
Sure.
Let's try one more time. I have to keep my phone plugged in, so to be over here. Okay, try again. I have to hit. Oh, we only get 2 minutes. Maybe I can change it. Let's see if I can change that. Oh, you have to log in. It's something. That's why they give you a timer. Okay, so somehow we're supposed to answer 14 questions in 2 minutes.
What site is this? What are we looking at?
I don't know. Some site called Sporkle.
Oh my god, I love Sporkle.
Okay, that's what it is.
Yeah, I played Sporkle when I worked my horrible telemarketing job all the time, and I got to the point where I could name all of the presidents in chronological order.
Okay, well that's what we're advocating right now is this Sporkle. I'm so glad that you know of whatever this is.
Yeah, Sporkle's great. I love Sporkle.
Like even to this day, you could do that in under a minute?
Fuck yeah, I could.
Like right now.
If she finds it on there, I probably could.
Oh, you can't just name them.
Washington, Adams, Jefferson, Madison, Monroe, Adams, Jackson, Van Buren, Harrison, Tyler, Polk, Taylor, Fillmore, Pierce, Buchanan, Lincoln, Johnson, Grant, Hayes, Arthur, Cleveland, Garfield, Cleveland, Harrison, McKinley, Roosevelt, Taft, Harding, Wilson, Coolidge. I don't want to anymore. Now I'm like a nerd.
No, it's okay. It's great.
Are we doing stupid human tricks now instead?
No,
let's get back to it. Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry.
Back to Sporkle. Okay, we got 2 minutes.
Back to Borkle.
Let's see if we can do it. Okay.
Sure.
Here we go.
Bring it.
Almost. Here we go. Okay, here we go. Peter Capaldi is the 12th Doctor.
Technically true, but they're going to say it's false because War
Doctor.
Doctor.
What am I saying?
True.
Okay. We got this one already. There was a great war of Time Lords against vampires.
True.
We know it's true.
And we're going to find that out.
There are 5 versions of K9.
True.
True? V, what do you say?
Yeah, true.
False.
Fuck.
Oh.
The cult of Skaro had 4 members.
We already know that's true.
Yeah. Okay.
Dalek Khan, Dalek Sec, Dalek
it's the time and rescue dimension in space again.
Okay, false. Get the fuck out of there with
Okay, there's only one TARDIS left in the universe. What
false.
Did we say?
False.
False, yeah. We're doing better, guys. Yes. The Doctor is the last surviving member of the Great Time Order.
False. Get out of here with that shit.
The Doctor has met Robin Hood.
True.
Mm-hmm. We're back to the Doctor's been married more than once.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. That's true. The Doctor's traveled with another Time Lord.
Also true.
Okay, also true. Santarans have invaded Gallifrey.
Oh, shit.
False.
I agree with you. I don't think they have.
False?
False.
True.
Damn.
What? I need to know. Okay.
Wild.
Skaro again was destroyed in the Time War.
False.
False. We know false. The chameleon circuit. Doctors never fixed the chameleon circuit.
False. Apparently he fixed it, but it's stuck, I guess.
What did we say? The Santarans were created by the scientist Santara.
No. Santaha.
Ooh, we got to the end of it, I think.
Yeah?
We still had 24 seconds left. We got 86%, guys.
13 out of 14?
12 out of 14.
Oh, 12 out of 14.
Not bad.
The average score is 62%.
Sweet.
We
so
already
that was a good one,
you
guys.
have a podcast about this stuff. You think we should at least know a little bit about
Hopefully,
it.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
I'd like to think so anyway.
Yeah. All right, well, V, you have a thing. Also as well.
That's also true.
So I was looking up some stuff on DoctorWhoMagazine.com, and they were talking about... this article says the most recent issue of Doctor Who magazine revealed the results of the biggest fan survey ever conducted, announcing what DWM readers think are the best stories of the first 50 years. And the full results featuring the chart placings of all 241 stories can be found inside issue 474. The top 10 Doctor Who stories of all time were revealed as... Are you ready?
Yes, I am super ready.
Please.
We're going to have to talk about these one at a time, by the way, when you throw them at us.
Clearly.
Okay, please.
Do you want me to do them from 10 down to 1?
Yes.
Yeah, let's
always.
do countdown.
That's more fun, right?
Yeah, I don't want to know the best one first. That's boring.
Okay, number 10.
Sure.
Remembrance of the Daleks, 1988.
Ooh, that's a 7th Doctor story. It's actually, I think, the last in his run. Is that what it says?
It doesn't say that.
Oh, sorry.
It's going on to talk about the winning story immediately after that.
Oh.
So I was just like reading ahead.
Okay, so we'll just have a short reaction to each one. What's next?
Okay, number 9, Human Nature, The Family of Blood, 2007.
Mama.
My first episodes of Doctor Who ever, and they were so fucking good.
I told him not to watch them, though.
David Tennant being not the Doctor. And Martha freaking out, and I'm like, "What the fuck is her deal? Like, this guy can't be that great."
To get into like right there, I would think.
Yeah,
I kept telling him, I was like, "This is really not the one you should be watching first. Like, this is not representative of the rest of the series."
And you know what's weird though?
He's still stuck to it.
Yeah, right.
But not only that, the not getting the payoff of because the Human Nature episode, like, he is 100% John Smith the whole time. When it goes to the thing in the end of the episode, and the scarecrows are taking over the party, and he has no idea what the fuck to do, and he's trying to like send the kids to go fight. Like, he is scared and has no idea, and I'm like, what is this guy? Like, I don't get it. How does he get out of this shit? You know? So the next week when I come back to watch it, and he does get out of it, and then like at the end, and I always talk about this, I've talked about it a couple times on the thing here, where he just like is playing like he's still John Smith to the Family of Blood, and they think the Doctor's gone, and they're like, oh, he's stupid, he's rubbish, and then he just fucking turns it on him like it's nothing, and you know, puts the
Always
sister
satisfying.
in every mirror, and ties the brother to the heart of a dying star, or no, ties the father to the heart of a dying star, and makes the brother watch over the fields of London as a scarecrow for all of eternity. You know, like, the Doctor is vicious as fuck in the Human Nature Family of Blood. So glad it made the list.
Number 7, The Empty Child, The Doctor Dances, 2005.
Sarah, please take it.
Oh, well, it's pretty much that's like the best two-parter. That's one of the best ones. I don't want to say anything else about other ones I like because I don't know what else is on this list. But yeah, I love that one.
There's so many moments. I mean, the introduction of Jack Harkness.
Yeah, right.
That's Stephen Moffat's introduction into writing for the series.
It's one of the creepiest episodes, and there's really not a villain.
No.
There's not really a villain in that episode.
Are you my
that
mummy?
whole thing. Yeah, it's so creepy.
Mummy.
Number 6, The Talons of Wang Cheng.
Oh.
That is a 4th Doctor story.
I don't think I've seen that.
Oh,
no,
it's
I don't
really
think you've
good.
seen that one.
Mm-mm. Number 5, City of Death, 1979.
Another fucking great
I like that there's a lot of
episode.
classic Who on this list.
City of Death, again, 4th Doctor, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
If I do remember correctly. Of course, Tom Baker being the longest tenured Doctor, it's easy to guess that most of the stories were him. Where are we at next?
Number 4, The Caves of Androzani, 1984. No fucking idea what that is.
I feel like I've watched that one before.
5th Doctor.
Yeah.
And it's not the end of his run.
I feel like I've watched it passively,
Pretty high up
though.
there, number 4.
That's number 4.
An obscure episode that I've
Yeah.
never seen. I'm going to have to watch it.
Yeah, we're going to check that out.
Okay. Number 3, obviously, Genesis of the Daleks, 1975.
Very nice.
Oh,
You want to take this one, Nate?
that one. Again, interesting to note, when I first watched this many, many years ago, about 10 years at this point, was the first time I watched Genesis of the Daleks. Tom Baker story, introduction of Davros's real character, and the building on that, and Sarah Jane witnessing the Doctor not destroying the Daleks and allowing their creation, and oh, I mean, there's so many implications from that. Exactly, and I mean, he had already been tormented by these guys. So I mean, he went back to the point to stop them and still couldn't do it. So it says a lot. Obviously, but it stuck out in my mind then. I loved it, and even rewatching it now, it's just like they had gold. They really did.
It was good.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2, Blink, 2007.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
Don't turn your back. Don't look away. Don't blink.
That was a scary one.
Don't even blink. Blink and you're dead. Good luck.
Yeah, that's a good one for number 2.
Man, that was funny when we watched that the first time. Were you there when we watched that the first time?
Yeah.
At my house, at my place. Man. People were like screaming and stuff. It was funny.
It was a weird episode too. Very little Doctor. It's a Doctor light episode.
And they had never done one that was so jump scare heavy.
That was one of the first ones that I had seen.
Yeah.
Of Doctor Who.
Well, yeah, we usually let people watch
It's a
that
great
one
introduction
early on.
Even though there's
yeah,
so little
it's a one-off,
Doctor, it just really sets the pace for what the show kind of is.
Yeah.
Season 3, again, David Tennant. It's really shocking, this top 10 list. There's a couple things that have been missing.
We'll talk about that in a minute.
Sure.
First of all, we are at number 1, the number 1 spot, and I want to see what your prediction is. What do you guys think it's going to be?
The number 1 greatest Doctor Who story of all time?
Of all time. The number 1.
Of all time.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
I don't think you're
well,
gonna
we
guess
haven't
it.
gotten to Silence in the Library, Forest of the Dead. Right?
Yeah. That's Series 4.
Right.
That's River Song.
Yeah. What about it? Why are you confused?
I thought you said we haven't got there.
They didn't.
That's not on the list.
It's not on the list.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's what we're talking about, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry. Misunderstood. That's my fault. You guys, that's just a
her
dummy
pick
moment on
for
my
number 1.
And I have another one that's not on there yet.
Okay.
Satan Pit.
Impossible
that
Planet.
one's
Satan
Impossible
Pit is great.
Planet.
That was a weird one.
Oh, I loved that one. That was a good one.
Neither one of those is the number 1.
I know it.
What is it?
It's got to be Army of Ghosts Doomsday.
No.
What?
Shocking.
No.
What?
Do you want to know?
Yeah.
What beat it?
Number 1, fan picked on the biggest survey.
I hope it's Girl in the Fireplace.
The Day of the Doctor, 2013.
Oh, I really love The Day of the Doctor.
The winning story was the epic 50th anniversary special broadcast on November 23rd, 2013.
Hey, that was 5 years ago today.
Anniversary today. Starring Matt Smith, David Tennant, and John Hurt as 3 incarnations of the Doctor joining forces on the darkest day of his lives. And Stephen Moffat wrote that story.
Correct. Clara Oswald is the companion. Rose back as Bad Wolf. Billy Piper, that is.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that was
Rose.
I forget about that one.
I miss you, girl.
Rose. No, in this film, they call me Bad Wolf.
Yeah, that one was.
Damn.
That one had its fan service. That's what that was.
It did it.
That was a
it
great
did it.
episode.
That's how you do Doctor Who, is you give us what we want. You don't give us these weird, conniving, back thought stories. I'm really upset that there's no second Doctor, no third Doctor on that list.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, what do you guys think should have been on that list that didn't make the cut?
Interesting to note the sixth Doctor.
Silence in the Library, man. That was a great one.
Army of Ghosts Doomsday. It's the end of Rose. It's the fucking the moment.
People don't like that, though. They
like
get
that
upset
episode.
about it.
That makes
It's
me
so good.
super bummed out.
What about Journey's End? How is that not on near the top of the list with all the companions? I mean, you bring Mickey and Martha and
That one was
Jack
intense.
and Jackie.
Yeah, where they bring the Torchwood
the
team.
Dr.
Did
Donna.
they have K9 make an appearance?
Yeah.
Everybody. K9 makes an appearance, and even Luke from the Sarah Jane Adventures makes an appearance, and Yanto and Gwen from Torchwood make an appearance. I mean, they
everybody
brought
is.
We need to do
everyone.
Torchwood. I never finished Torchwood.
Oh,
yes.
Oh my God! Where do we stop at Torchwood? The Pixies? Do we do the Pixies episode? And that was it. Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, the Pixies. Ooh, that was
Oh
the
shit!
Fairies. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking creepy.
This little article that I was reading to y'all has a couple little questions. Like, they provided various questions about the poll, and you can now reveal the answers. Which classic 20th century story hits the top 5 for the first time ever?
Okay.
The answer is the Tom Baker story City of Death, which finished at number 7 in the 1998 survey and at number 8 in their 2009 poll.
But wow. City of Death. Again, dark, good story. But Tom Baker, love it.
Which adventure shoots up the list to become the top story of the second Doctor's era? Ooh, The Enemy of the World.
That's the one we want you to watch so badly. It's
or
so good.
The Web of Fear. Both of which recently been released.
Enemy of the World, though. That's the one.
Well, it was Patrick Troughton's final story.
But that's
Web of Fear.
Yeah, Web of Fear. I remember that one.
Correct.
Yeah. But the other one's like that's the one where he plays two characters in the thing, and you forget that he's the same actor.
That's right. You were telling me about that.
Yeah, he's super.
I really
good
wanted to
in
have
that.
it watched by this one, but it's okay. We'll watch it by the next one.
Yeah, he
What is his character's name in that? It starts with an S.
Oh, I can't remember now. I can just picture him because he's kind of like a mafia. What? He's like an overlord type of a.
Let me actually.
I forget what his deal is. I don't want to give too much away, anyways. But he plays a very human character.
Cool.
You know,
I love Patrick Troughton.
Yeah.
Which 2 reoccurring monsters see their every appearance land inside the top 75?
Oh, Dalek and Cyberman.
Mm-hmm.
Easy.
But no. The correct answer was the Zygons, number 1 and number 14, and the Autons, number 28, 42, 59, and 72.
Of course the Zygons make the list at that point in time. Duh. Being number 1.
Which 2 doctors find an incredible 50% of their stories land inside the top third of the poll?
Top third? Which doctors?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to say it's pretty easy. It's David Tennant, Tom Baker, and... Ooh. I don't know the third one, but those 2 are definitely it.
What do you think, Sarah?
Tom Baker and David Tennant for me. And for thirds, for just S's and G's, I'm going to say
what was the question?
Peter Davidson as well.
Which 2 doctors find an incredible 50% of their stories land inside the top third of the poll?
So what I said, my 2.
Which 2 doctors find 50% of their stories are in the top?
Yeah, that was Tom Baker and Dave Tennant.
Wrong.
It is?
Really?
When we asked this question, most of you thought the answer might be David Tennant and Matt Smith, although some thought Tom Baker would be in with a shot. But perhaps surprisingly, the answer is actually John Pertwee and Christopher Eccleston.
What?
They were also the 2 doctors whose stories fared best in the survey overall. Pertwee's stories averaged 7.32 out of 10, with Doctor Who magazine readers, while Eccleston's managed an amazing 7.44 out of 10. Tom Baker, David Tennant, Patrick Troughton, and Matt Smith also managed to average over 7 out of 10 with their respective eras.
I have an answer. Patrick Troughton was also Salamander.
That's right. Yeah.
And that story is set
How
in
did I
2018,
forget?
by the way. Enemy of the World is set in 2018.
Oh.
So it's
Well,
interesting.
we'll have to watch that before the year's out.
Okay.
Definitely.
It also says Doctor Who magazine readers also voted on their favorite Doctor and the winner with a convincing margin. Who do you think readers' favorite Doctor is?
All time?
Collectively.
The readers of Doctor Who magazine, you say?
David Tennant.
Nope.
Of all time?
Mm-hmm.
Not David Tennant. Wow. Matt Smith, then.
I like this magazine, Doctor Who magazine.
I have the
Of
episode.
all time, I'm
the...
going to say, of all time, people are going to say Tom Baker.
You are absolutely right.
Yeah.
Tom Baker.
You know what's weird? I kind of disagree with that, and I have a reason why.
But it's what people like. You can't disagree with their...
No.
And the fans were all watching. That was like their Doctor.
No, I get that. I get that and all. But here, in my opinion, I could never personally vote him as my all-time favorite. Because his disdain for Doctor Who, almost on the same level of Christopher Eccleston, and always being bitter, it does make it kind of hard. And I know that he also has been wronged by BBC and Doctor Who before too, but like it sours me on the Tom Baker experience.
It says, meanwhile, DWM readers also voted on their favorite Doctor, and the winner with a convincing margin was Tom Baker, Doctor number 4, who celebrated his 80th birthday earlier this year.
Aww.
On receiving the award, a thrilled Tom Baker beamed, "Wow, do you think this will advance my career?"
I mean, see what I'm saying? He fucking hates it. Like,
oh, scathing.
Oh man, that's like Monty Python funny. That's like John Cleese funny.
I love that.
Yeah, very British. I like that. Cool, Tom Baker. Right on.
do you think this will advance my career?
That's funny. On that note,
yeah, I don't know.
I think we covered everything that we wanted to cover, right?
Yeah, we've done a fantabulous job. It's a lazy Thursday, Thanksgiving Thursday for us.
Gobble.
It's Friday for you guys.
I'm ready for some leftovers.
Now, and you know,
oh man, those leftovers though. The food we had today was incredible. I had 2 Thanksgivings, and they were just like,
hey, I'm gonna let you
comfort
finish.
food city.
Hey, I love that you had great Thanksgiving. I'm gonna let you finish. However, we're gonna let this conversation be saved for Foodies Watching Movies this coming Wednesday. You guys need to be checking it out. It's gonna be our Thanksgiving hangover episode, where the 3 of us really break down what the hell happened to us on Thanksgiving and the aftermath that followed. I cannot wait. It's going to be fantastic. Should I go ahead and jump into the plugs right now? Yeah. As always, folks, you can check out GallifRadio right here on the Journey into Comics network at journeyintocomics.com, where you get all the different shows on the network. You guys know them and love them every day of the week here. We've only got a few episodes left, folks, so you're going to be checking out GallifRadio probably into the first week of January. Sorry, forgot what J month we were going to next, but January is the one. You guys can also check us out on iTunes, Podbean, Google Play Music, Stitcher Radio, and Spotify. Just search Journey into Comics Network. You get all the different shows if you subscribe. And every other Friday, you get us, GallifRadio. Also, go to patreon.com/Journey into Comics. I'm fucking up the plugs today. Sometimes
you're doing
that
fine.
happens.
You're fine. You got that tryptophan running through you from the turkey.
The tryptophan is running through me like the Ultimate Warrior at WrestleMania 6, okay?
Turkey coma.
Okay, anyways, so, but yeah, folks, you guys can check out the Journey into Comics Network all over where you can get GallifRadio. We love doing this show so much. This first season has been a blast, and I cannot wait for the next episode to come out, where we're going to probably be doing some classic cuts and all sorts of other stuff, catching up and reviewing 3 episodes of Jodie Whittaker's season. So there's going to be a lot on next week's episode. We hope you guys enjoyed. Get back to your Black Friday. Don't kill each other. Spread good joy and love. For GallifRadio episode 8, I'm Nate.
I'm Veronica.
Sarah.
We'll see you guys later. Somewhere in time and space. Bye.